Alright, Pokemon and Pokemon Go players, it is that time again. We are now looking into the most exciting event by the end of the season. That event, of course, being the up-and-coming Pokemon Go Tour event. And why I'm pretty excited for this one? Well, today we're going into the Unova Region. That's right, this time it is now a big focus on the Unova Region into Pokemon Go. And I myself had grown up actually playing Pokemon Black and Pokemon White when it first came out. That was the very first Pokemon game I had played, and that's what really got me into Pokemon. And now that we are getting the Unova Tour coming into Pokemon Go, I am excited for this event. So today we're going to be going over both the in-person events and the global event, because this is going to be probably the best Go Tour we're ever going to have. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also don't forget to leave your comments down below if you're also excited for this Unova Tour. Also don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click on that notification bell, and to share this video with your friends. And also don't forget to follow me down onto my socials below. All of my links are provided. And now without further ado, let's get on with today's video. Alright, so let's start off with the dates for each of these events. For the in-person events, we have New Taipei City and we have Los Angeles, California. A little disappointed that it's not New York, but I really would have wanted to see Unova Tour in New York City. And of course, the in-person events are both going to be on February 21st all the way to February 23rd. And as for the global event, it's going to be on March 1st and March 2nd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time. Now let's dive into what's going to be new for this event. Starting off, of course, with our Masterwork Research. For those who are attending the in-person events, they'll be able to get a Masterwork Research that is focused on a mythical shiny Pokemon. And of course, that mythical shiny Pokemon that we are going to be looking at is not Victini or not Keldeo, but it's actually going to be Meloetta. A little surprising, actually. I was honestly expecting Victini to be the Masterwork Research because Victini was the very first Pokemon of Unova, believe it or not, as number 000 on the Pokedex when you're playing the main game. And yes, I honestly would have loved to have seen that, but judging by the looks of it, it's not. But at least we're getting shiny Meloetta into Pokemon Go for this event. Meloetta is not the only shiny Pokemon that's going to be making a debut. We also have shiny Deerling coming into Pokemon Go. Since, of course, this tour is going to be based off of the 4 seasons, we have Deerling in spring, summer, autumn, and winter form coming in as shiny variations for this event. And to get even more excited, our regional Pokemon are also going to be making shiny debuts from 10k eggs. This, of course, includes Maractus, Sigilyph, and Bouffalant at this time. So that's really something to look forward to for this event. But let's move on into more featured Pokemon that we are going to be seeing throughout Go Tour. Going into our raids category, we have our 1-star for Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott, the starters of the Unova region. Then for our 3-star, we have Dredigan, and then we have Reshiram and Zekrom in our 5-star raids. So this is really something to look forward to. I'm sure there's going to be more details given later on about some other Pokemon appearances, but this is what we have so far as of right now. But let's keep going into the habitats for this event. Now, as I've mentioned before, these habitats are based off of the 4 seasons. So we have a winter, a spring, a summer, and an autumn season habitat. Starting off with Winter Caverns, we have Oshawott, Roggenrola, Woobat, Drillbur, Tortuga, Minccino, Vanillite, Deerling in its winter form, Joltik, Klink, Tynamo, Axew, Cupchew, and Cryogonal appearing at this time. For the spring soiree, we have Snivy, Pansage, Munna, Audino, Timber, Zwaddle, Venipede, Cottony, Petilil, Ducklet, Deerling in its spring form, Fungus, Alomomola, and Ferroseed. Then for summer vacation, we have Tepig, Lillipup, Pansear, Pidove, Blitzel, Timple, Darumaka, Dwebble, Arkin, Trubbish, Deerling in its summer form, Emolga, Stunfisk, and Rufflet appearing. And finally, for the Autumn Masquerade, we have Patrat, Purloin, Pantor, Scraggy, Yamask, Gothita, Solosis, Deerling in its autumn form, both male and female Frillish, Elgium, Litwick, Golett, and Deino. And some trainers might even be lucky into finding Pikachu wearing Hilbert's hat, Hilda's hat, Nate's visor, or Rosa's visor. And for those who are doing the in-person event, they will also be able to find Dredigan in the wild, while for our global event, they will not have Dredigan in the wild. Sorry to disappoint you onto that. We will have Pokemon available in 2Ks, 5Ks, and 10Ks, and Larvesta, of course, will be appearing in all 3 of these eggs. I'm not sure what the rarity will be, but I'm sure Larvesta will be rarer than the other Pokemon. Let's take a look at our eggs as of right now. For our 2Ks, we have Roggenrola, Timber, Carablast, and Shelmet. For our 5Ks, we have Frost, Sock, Heatmore, and Durant. And for our 10Ks, we have Maractus, Sigilyph, and Ufalant. Make sure you get a whole bunch of those incubators and super incubators if you're an egg enthusiast and want to add on more bonuses for the in-person events. Along with that, we have our incense encounters, which of course features unknown letters. The unknown letters are, as spelled out correctly, are U, N, O, V, and A, which of course spell out Unova Region. And as for those in the in-person event, you will also be able to get 12 snapshots surprises that will get Pikachu with hats. And of course, those hats are based off the characters from Pokemon Black and White, Black 2, and White 2 games. Now, there is another special research that will be available during both the LA, New Taipei, and of course, Global. And of course, this is going to be a big focus on Reshiram and Zekrom. But the thing it could also be focusing on, since it was never mentioned, is it could be focusing on Kyurem as well, since of course definitely need to see Black Kyurem and White Kyurem into this event. That definitely needs to happen. It needs to happen. It just needs to happen because we need to have Black Kyurem and White Kyurem into Pokemon Go. Much like many other in-person events, trainers will be able to decipher clues that will be based off of the 3 forces of nature. This, of course, will include Tornadus, Thunderous, and Landorus at this time, and it will be a timed research that will be available. Along with that, we also have some field research tasks that will be available, and of course, Basculin, Red and Blue will be reward encounters, along with Pikachu wearing different hats and Deerling in different seasons. And of course, these Pokemon will have an increased chance of being XXS or XXL in size. Now let's move on to the bonuses next for the in-person event. Now for in-person event bonuses, they will have increased chances of encountering shiny Pokemon. They'll have a half hatch distance, 6 special trades, a half the Stardust cost, and 9 daily free raid passes. Of course, for a global version, they won't have any of this, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, I'm disappointed that they won't give global shiny boosted rates for this event. Yeah, because I really wanted to see like global boosted rates. So that's going to be very disappointing. Also, for this event, you'll also have a dynamic duos via party play encounter, because party play challenges will give you certain tasks that will reward you Raw, Sock, Heatmore, and Durant encounters at this time. And of course, let's go explore throughout the city of LA. During the city of LA and New Taipei City, Team Go Rocket Grunts will be appearing at Pokestops and turn regular Pokemon into Shadow Pokemon. This of course includes Roggenrola, Drillbur, Timber, Joltik, Litwick, and Golett at this time. And when you defeat a Team Go Rocket Grunt, you'll earn Unova-themed rewards. This would also include event-themed 12K eggs, and the following Pokemon will be hatching from these eggs as well. You have Sandile, Meanfu, Pawniard, and Volibee. Fortunately, that's not happening for global event, although details have not been given out more about global event yet. So hopefully down the road in mid-January, we will get more details about the global event. And to finish it off, when you do a route, you will get more increased encounters with both Basculin Red and Blue Stripe form at this time. So that's something to also look forward to for the event. Okay, so personally for me, I am honestly looking forward to Unova Tour. I really love the Unova Region Pokemon a lot, but there are some things that are missing from this event. Like, there are some Pokemon that weren't even mentioned throughout the tour. Like, where was Zora? Where was the Swords of Justice? And of course, the big question that everybody's wondering about is, where's Kyurem? Why hasn't that been featured for this tour? Because in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Kyurem was a big major Pokemon for that game. And yet, it hasn't even made an appearance for the tour. Although, if you were to think about it, I'm pretty sure that we will get more information about the tour mid-January later on down the road, and I'm sure it will introduce us to Black Kyurem and White Kyurem. Maybe there will be a new adventure effect that will take place. It's likely a possibility. Although I personally am looking forward to the Unova Tour, there are some shinies that I really want to get throughout this tour. Like, I know Temple is one of them I want to get. There's also Pansage and Pansear, because I need one more Pansage, and then I have to get 2 more Pansears to complete the monkey set. There's also Purloin that I'm looking forward to getting as well. There's a lot that I want to get. And also Larvesta. My favorite one, Volcarona, is the shiny I 100% want to get during this event. I don't want to wait until there's a hatch day for this Pokemon, because this is a Pokemon that I have been dying to get as shiny for a long time now. I got it back when I was actually playing Scarlet and Violet, and I think I told people this, but I did like one fire sandwich and it got me 1 shiny Larvesta. I think it also got me some other shiny at the time that was fire. Then it also got me a shiny Volcarona when I was in the Area 0. So that was a big surprise for me. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Unova Tour. I probably won't be doing the in-person event, but I will definitely be doing the global event. And if I were to be very lucky like I was during Sinnoh Tour, I'm really hoping to get the shinies that I'm looking for. Hopefully that's the case. But anyway, make sure to look forward to the upcoming Unova Tour. I'm looking forward to the Unova Tour. I hope that you're looking forward to Unova Tour as well. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll make sure to see you guys onto the next video. Goodbye, everybody.